everyone. We're the Princeton University Band, and I'm Maya. I'm Maya from the great class of 2024, and I'm the drum major. Welcome, and thank you all for joining us on this lovely day for our annual Fred Fox Class of 39 Memorial Concert, the first post-pandemic. I'm so glad we could all gather here today despite the great hardship of the past couple years. Every year, we hold this concert in order to celebrate the late and great Fred E. Fox, a well-known member of the Princeton community and notable Princeton band lover. We just marched in playing the classic fight song, the Princeton Cannon Song, and we have some other great songs for you all today, both some Princeton classics and some more modern tunes. To start us off, we'll be performing our namesake song, the Princeton University Band, a band favorite, Holiday, and a couple classic Princeton songs, Princeton Forward March and Going Back to Nassau Hall.
Okay, so when they're finished playing, I will walk you and tell them to. Or you could send them to the messenger, and I'll
victory. Princeton, lead the way. Princeton, forward march to victory. This is the Tigers' day. Hey! Princeton, forward march to victory. Fight with brain and brawn. We'll lead old Eli trailing in the dust as we go marching on.
You're good.
Fred Fox was born August 19, 1917, and died in February 1981 at the age of 63. To tell you all a little more about him, I'll read the little fairy tale he wrote about his life in his own memorial service. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who came to Princeton and lived happily ever after. As an undergraduate, dressed up in a tiger skin, he crashed the gates of Palmer Stadium and cavorted on the field with the band. During the war, dressed up like a soldier, he gathered a helmet full of invasion currency from a group of alumni on board a landing ship off the Normandy coast and sent it back to the university to build a new gym and library. When peace came, dressed up like a clergyman, he helped edit the hymn book now used in the chapel, making sure it contained at least 3 hymns written by Princetonians. In the White House, dressed up like a Republican, he drafted messages for D.D. Eisenhower, LLD, class of 17, in the nation's service. Finally, returning home as secretary of the distinguished class of 1939, he became the only man in history to climb above the belfry of Nassau Hall and put a 1939 nickel in the gold ball at the top of the pole just below the weathergate. Fred was appointed recording secretary of the university almost 60 years ago today, and Fred took his role as the keeper of Princetoniana very seriously. He was responsible for keeping records of legends, songs, symbols, and other information that really captures the essence of Princeton. His son Donald said that his father was doing full-time what he had always done part-time, celebrating the intangible experience of Princeton among its alumni and friends. The Princetoniana Committee admits that once Fred retired from the position, it took an entire committee to try and replace him. As keeper of Princeton tradition, Fred took a huge interest in the band. In fact, he is often known as the father of the band. Fred was always incredibly supportive of the band and its endeavors. Fred's neighborly spirit can really be felt in his behavior the first year that women matriculated. That first year, he greeted every female undergraduate with an orange rose. To celebrate that incredible spirit, we will next be performing I Knew You Were Trouble, Great Balls of Fire, and Tiger Rag.
And what class would that
loved the band so much that he requested that we perform at his own memorial service. Since that year, we have continued to honor him by performing this concert every year at reunions. You could think of reunions as a culmination of the things Fred loved most. It's a time for alumni and students of all ages to come together and celebrate their love for Princeton. So it's only fit that we share his story at this concert every year. The first Fred Box concert took place Saturday, June 8th, 1981, the year that Fred passed away. The night before the concert, the band was gifted a special mace by the class of 1939 in memory of him. In case you don't know, this stick here that I'm carrying is known as a mace, and the one I have here is that very same mace that the class of 39 gifted us in his honor. It's engraved to mark the occasion and is only used for very important and special events, such as this one. We will now perform Here Comes That Tiger, Mr. Brightside, and Rise and Shine 39 for you all. Please enjoy. officers and this year's graduating seniors from the great class of 2022. First, our seniors. When I call your name, please step forward so we can celebrate you. Musab Al-Rajmini. Justin Kuhn on trombone. Chloe Holland on clarinet. Thomas Hunt on trombone. Sophia Hu on flute. Monique Legoski on snare. Scarlett McNulty on trumpet. And Laura Shu on quads. And now let's not forget our amazing officers. Again, please step forward so we can celebrate you. I don't think she's here, but Serena Hegley, our alumni coordinator. Cass Royalty and Daniel Flyer, our librarians. Misha Kummel, Julia Hutto, Jer Bozinko, and Megan Hannon, our drill masters. Andrew Duluth, our student conductor. Natasha Hurwich, our treasurer. Helen Brush, our head manager. Myself, Maya Yasmainen, drum major. And then again, myself, Natasha, and Helen, currently jointly holding the presidency. And a shout out to Hank Ingham, who will be taking over the presidency in just a few short weeks. Thank you all so much for everything you have put into the band through these very stressful past few years. Truly nothing would be possible without this incredible group. We will now perform Princeton Forever, The Impression That I Get, Princeton Stadium Song, and Children of Sanchez. Before we wrap things up this morning, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a couple other huge supporters of the band. Though they could not make it here today, Tom and Joanna Meeker have been ever-present sources of support and appreciation for the band. Their loyalty and encouragement have been invaluable, and we want to thank them for everything that they do for us. As William Bowen, 58, former university president, said at Fred's memorial services, Fred was unfailingly colorful, and two particular colors were, of course, his favorites. I think we all know those colors, and we're going to end with a song that was one of Fred's favorites, the orange and the black. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please stay safe.
Oh, wait, this